You gotta. You're running against the wind.
You are, and it's like people. It's hard because I know it's really difficult when people are starting out because they are almost essentially having to convince people to follow them because they don't have social credibility yet. Mm-hmm. They have no followers, basically. Like under like 1,000 followers, I would say.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard.
No, and I think did I bring this up last week where it was talking about the Jewish culture and in business how they operate, and you look at those things and you're like, yeah, it's great. They're interconnected, right? And like they provided a way for generational wealth and not just momentary, not just for themselves. They were like, I'm going to set this up so that way my grandchildren's grandchildren are going to be good. That's a huge model that you need to keep for your business. So that way you have that strategy in mind. Yeah. The other thing is that be strategic with the people, talk with people, especially in the church, people that you can pray for you, that can, that can be there for you. Yeah. But communicate, cross each other's businesses with each other.
As Christians, we should be like this whole network.
It should be a network.
People who are like, I'd say like you should work with Christians, you should buy from Christians, you should sell to Christians, you should, because, and I know that's not always going to be the case, but it really like, that's how you build a community of like, this is my tribe.
Obviously charge reasonably, for what you're doing.
Yes.
I mean, if there's a trade-off, say you charge lower, but they're like, there's going to be a trade-off, like they're going to give you something 100%. Like you're gonna actually get that. Yeah, that's a value trade, and it's important to do that. So actually focus on networking, especially with people who walk by faith too, who are ethical, who have strong morals, who could pray for you, who could pray with you, who can walk with you, who have walked the walk already, because that's gonna build strength and credibility. It's not just about going on social media, throw, like in football, throw a Hail Mary. You just chuck it all the way down the field and hope that someone catches it. That's what happens when people post on social media with no one they know. It's a full-on Hail Mary, essentially. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I threw it and I'm hoping someone catches it, and it's like the last of the last. So if it doesn't happen, shoot, I don't know what I'm going to do. So that's why it's important to network too.
Network. Go to certain events. Sometimes people host events. Go to those events. Grab followers from that, like literally connect with people, tell everybody about what you're doing, make business cards. Like business cards are so underrated.
Talk to people with who have authority too.
Talk to people who have authority. I tell literally everybody like what we do, just because, well, some people already know for some reason, but like I tell everybody what we do, and with confidence of like, this is what we do. This is how we do it. You have to know your craft. You have to know your craft. You have to be willing to answer questions. You have to know it. Because if you're just like you don't know what you're talking about, then nobody's going to trust you and want to buy from you in any capacity, in any situation. So, you really got to just know what you're talking about and have the confidence and assurance that like this is what I do, and do you want to work with me? Do you want to buy this for me? Do you want to do this with me? Like, connections, build the connections, and don't just sell to people. Like, don't just right from the get-go sell to people. Get to know them, talk to them. Like, that's what you do, because people want trust. They want to trust someone,
and that trust only comes from time spent, from quality time. You could spend like 1,000 days
quality
with somebody.
Time. That's why people binge watch their favorite influencers. That's why people,
because they feel connected to them,
binge watch their content of people's stuff on their Instagram page. You know what I mean? Just in general, like if it's like a business or something and they're interested in that and they want to know more about it. You know what I mean? So it's like you just gotta do that. You just gotta put yourself out there. So one, put yourself on social media completely. Be vulnerable with that. Go get it. Connections are everything. Network with people. Go to events.
Pray about it. Pray with people.
Yeah. Pray about it. pray about everything you're doing. Yeah.
Sometimes vulnerability is how you can excel too. You know, people, because it puts you into that, like, that heart thing. It's like, if they can trust me with this sensitive information, I know that something can come of it. That kind of thing, you know?
Another thing is storytelling.
Yeah.
Storytelling is everything in your business, because storytelling is like now become the most popular method of selling to people. When you have like a reason behind everything that you do, or why you provide this service, or like something like that makes sense that people can relate to and sympathize with, or just want because of need because of the story. Like, so make sure you have your why.
The why really comes into play with the what. You know, the why can sometimes exceed the what, especially like, say, ministry wise, even business wise.
Yeah.
If it's just a what, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're only doing it just to make money, it's not going to be fruitful.
Yeah.
But if there's a real reason why, it's like, I learned this because no one was actually
nobody was teaching it. Or it's like, oh, I started teaching this to people because I overcame this myself. Mm-hmm. And now, like, I went through this and didn't know anything about it, and now I do, and I want to help other women or moms or dads or fathers or husbands do the same, or business owners do the same, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, whatever that may be, I want to help them do the same. So have your why you do something. And I think like another one of the last things I want to touch on is why you need to, like, what you need to be able to answer in like one sentence, and this will help you. This will build like the framework of like your whole entire business and how you can market and sell yourself to people. So it's like in our Instagram bio, or in your Instagram bio, or just in general, you should know this and be able to recite this to people. But it's like who you serve, what you can, the problem you can solve, and why you can solve it. Mm-hmm. So if you can answer those 3 questions, you can pretty much sell to those people, because you know them, you know your audience, you know who they are, you relate to them, you sympathize with them, you have been exactly where they're at in their walk or in their shoes or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I know it's kind of like tricky, because there's so many avenues of like, you're not going to be like, look, I help homeowners clean their windows because I didn't know how to clean my windows 10
or more.
It's like, it's more so
I help homeowners because I grew up in a house full of mold, and I know that windows are the key place that it starts.
Or like something like that. I know I help window cleaners clean their windows, or I help homeowners clean their windows so that they can save time and spend time with their family, instead of coming home from work and cleaning their windows and wasting their time. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's different for every niche situation. Obviously, everything is different. You're not always solving like a specific problem when it comes to services and stuff, like home services, and niche down completely. It's a little bit different, but it's all relatively the same in the sense of like who you serve, what you can do for them, and why you serve them. Mm-hmm. Who, what, why.
Who, what, why. It reminds me of the Master of Disguise.
Yeah.
Who, why, where, how.
That's the master. That's how you master selling. Mm-hmm. You master selling with who, what, why. And then like that's what we do with just our, like, when we do SEO for people. Like, because people, you're reaching the people, who you're reaching, who you're trying to reach. So when we write blogs, who are we writing them for?
Why are you writing it?
What are we talking about? So what topics are they searching up? What are they interested in? And why do they need to come to our clinic, to come to our whatever we're doing, selling? Because that is how you sell to people.
In a similar regard, it's the same thing with a physical business or a service business, because now it becomes who, why, where, how.
Yeah.
you know, and what, who, why, where, how, what, because you need to say like, who's it for?
Yeah.
You know, people struggling with X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Why?
Where
and
you
like,
are too.
why am I gonna like? Why do I need this? Where? Where's the location of the business, or where is the service area? Right.
Yeah.
And then how? Like, how does the process get executed? And obviously, like the what is kind of like what is assembled of everything. You know, that's your service is the what. You know,
well, where you are is very location based too as well.
Exactly. So it's like either where the location of the service is, or where the service is going to be reaching out to, whether it's like something where someone comes to you, like mobile businesses.
Yeah.
So like you need to know those things and how to convey the message about those. Yeah. You know, and like we can watch all these videos, and I love watching videos on Instagram all the time, whether it's like, oh, how to do cinematic recording, or how to, you know, how to use S-Log, or how to use like this method, or like, did you notice that when I was shooting, like, did you notice the blanket on the side? You know, it's like, oh, and if I take it away and I take this other thing away, it just seems really boring and no one wants to watch it. So like background stuff really matters. Like I love getting new information, and it's like the fact that people are actually not only entertaining, but giving real information that you could actually utilize is something that you should also take into consideration. Yeah. It's like, okay, sure, like it's visibly cool, but why does it work? And how can I apply it?
Yeah, and that is like the framework for selling to people in a sustainable way, in a very non-selling your soul type way. Yeah,
and like speaking of selling your soul, like we need more Christians in the entrepreneur space. Like there's too many people that are like not for God. There's too many people who are against God.
They're like, get money.
They serve Baal.
Get money, you know the word.
Yeah. There's too many people who are against God, and they serve money instead, or they serve, you know, Satan, or they serve some other kind of thing. And it's like we need Christians in the entrepreneur space, you know, and it's so important more than ever. Yeah. Compared to before, because it's getting darker and darker, and the more time that you spend not doing it, you know, the more time someone else can do it. The more time that someone who isn't exactly.
And we gotta build. We're not called to just be like impoverished, and is that the right word?
Like to be poor?
Poor.
Yeah.
That's the right word.
Impoverished.
Impoverished, or like these people who don't like we're meant to be prosperous.
No, the Bible talks about stewardship so much.
We're meant to be prosperous. Yeah. And it's like if you steward your gifts correctly, if you steward your money correctly, if you know, do all of these things correctly, like with some exceptions, because sometimes you're not always going to do things correctly, but you know what I'm saying? Like if you are putting your trust in God, your faith in God, and you're like, God, partner with me. Does that make sense? Partner? Is that correct? Yeah. Like partner with me in this. Help me to do this. Like I am telling you my plans right now. Establish my steps. Tell me how I'm supposed to do this. It may not look exactly what I think it should look like, but help me to do it. Like help me to do it the way you want me to do it. And don't let anything happen that is outside of your will for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's freaking difficult as crap. Like, yeah. Like it's literally so difficult.
Yeah, and that like before you market anything, I think you really need to pray. And like some people don't know how to pray, and they don't know how to pray over their business. And there's like we have an article on our website at NicolaCollective.com about how to pray over your business, and there's another one about how to utilize the Lord's Prayer over your business too. And I think just recently it's just been speaking to me a lot about it. It's like, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of
our sins.
And as we forgive our debtors, you know, and it continues, you know, and we got to give God the glory forever and ever. Yeah. But it's structured in such a way that you
rise
can
and shine, give God the glory.
Like Jesus literally taught us how to pray. He taught us how to acknowledge it, and that's a great way how to apply it to your business, right? So you started off with a relationship. You understand, like God is the Father, right? You are not a stranger. You are his child. You are not worshiping some random being. You are worshiping God, you know, and someone who wants to be in a relationship with you. Hallowed be thy name meaning that he is holy. He is beyond anything that you could ever ask for. He is apart from, he's set apart from all the evils of this world.
Yeah.
You know, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's that, Lord, let your will be done, like Jesus said in the Garden of Gethsemane, you know, Lord, not my will, but your will be done. It's the it's a similar reference, right? It's like, let God's will be done. Take away your will. Yes, like make sure that your will aligns with God's will.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, because it should never be the opposite.
Yeah.
Where it's like, God, can you align your will to my will?
Well, if you want to make God laugh, tell him that, you know?
If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Yeah.
I hear like every pastor say that.
Yeah,
and I'm
definitely. Yeah.
But it's true. It's like...
very true.
But still, it's like, God will give you the desires of your heart as long as they are within, they're not sinful.
Yeah, and that brings us to give us this day our daily bread, you know, and lead us not into temptation. You know, and like give us this day our daily bread means, one, we need sustenance.
Yeah.
And the way we get that sustenance is through him. We rely solely on him, or should rely solely on him. So that's how we get our daily bread.
As long as you're doing things correctly, or like, see, even I think when you're doing things kind of spazzed out, or what's the word? Crashed out. When you're crashed out a little bit, I think God still I think he still blesses you. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's not always going to be, going to be good. Like when you're in your crashed out, like seasons of life where you're like, oh,
that's still biblical.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do any of this, but I'm still going to do it anyway, God. Like, I'm still here. I'm still trying. I'm still showing up. God will still see you through.
And to explain that biblically,
you.
When I am weak, he is strong. Right?
Yes.
When you are burnt out, when you're crashed out, when you have nothing left, he's still strong. He provides the strength. He gets you through.
Yeah. Like, you know? When you're crashing out, it's like, it's really hard to remember God in any of this, because it's like all you can think about is what you're going through. But he'll see you through it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
When you can sit here and you're literally in a mess of your life, but you still choose to put your faith in God, I think that's the true test of, like, your faith. And the true test of, like, even though I still trust you, even though, in general, even though you're going through this, even though you feel like this, even though you still trust him, you still put your faith in him, you still are sitting here doing what basically he called you to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you sometimes are called just to rest. You know, you need to rest in his presence. That's how we recuperate. That's how we recover. If we're not protected, if we're not in safety at times, where we're not constantly just burning ourselves out, like that's why the Sabbath was so important. You know, it's because it needed to be a day of rest. Even the land needed a rest. You know, because if it's constantly being cultivated, what's going to happen? The nutrition in the soil is going to be gone.
Okay, well, I think honestly, like, is there anything else you want to touch on?
Not till next episode. I'm the Bob the Tomato. You're not going to say you're Larry the Cucumber?
No, I'm not Larry the Cucumber. If anything, I'm Bob. If anything,
I'm Larry the Cucumber.
Bob, dude, because I'm not a tomato, honestly. I don't give tomato vibes, I feel like.
Should we ask QWERTY what to say?
No, that's just weird.
Okay, well.
Yeah, but anyways, that was like our whole spiel on marketing, and it has taken us a while to figure out the 3 steps of like, it took us a while to figure that out of like, this is how you can sell to people and how you do it,
dude. And then diving through countless videos and information trying to figure it out,
courses and stuff. Really, like, marketing is the key to everything in your business. It is the key. It is the most important, most essential part of your business,
after God anyway. But
yeah,
like, it kind of goes hand in hand with having
God
service, because if you don't have anything,
God can give you the skills to do marketing for your business. So, and the endurance to get through it and to learn new things for your business. So just remember, just keep in mind who, what, why. Who, what, why.
Who, what, Weird Al.
Okay, this is just we're dragging this on too long.
Anyway, all right, it's time to end it.
Yeah, we're gonna end it. All right.
We'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye.